Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. My name's Mark Roden. Today, we're not doing a top 10. I know, you're sad. Everybody loves the top 10s. But today, I'm going to give you an update on my 350Z. For the people that are here for my 350Z, I also really like this car, and I'm really enjoying working on it. And so I just want to keep you guys updated on what's going on with it. Top 10s are still here to come. Don't worry, the next video will definitely be a top 10. But for right now, I'm going to show you a little preview of what's going on with the Z. This is gonna look bad, but I'll fully explain everything in a second. So here's what she looks like right now. This is her up on a lift. Whole front end is taken off. Doing stuff under here right now. There's wires hanging all over the place. Everything looks like it's going bad, but let me explain what's actually going on with it before you guys start to, jump to conclusions. So first, I guess I'll go over when I got the car and what was wrong with it. When I got the car, it was in limp mode, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. So I asked my dad, who's really good at, he's been a mechanic for years now, and so I asked him to help me out on it. And sure enough, he found out the problem. He saw that it was a wiring problem, and he was like, "Your wires look fine." So he was like, "We gotta do something else." And then he noticed the battery terminals were the wrong size. He had two negative terminals on there, and he put like metal in one to make it feel like it was a positive terminal. So when we replaced the terminals, the problem went away. The car runs now. It can run and drive, but not safely. And that's why I am taking it apart and fixing it, because what happened was we had the car on, it was running nicely, and then we noticed that one of my coolant hoses was cold while the other one was warm, and so I wasn't getting any heat. And I was like, uh-oh, because my dad explained that what that means is that one of two things is wrong. Either you have an air pocket in your engine or your head gasket's bad. And so I was like, please don't be a head gasket. But it wasn't. Well, we don't know yet. We're pretty sure it's not, though, because I looked under. So this is the reason why I think it wasn't bad. Here are some of the things that are wrong with the car, and this is why I'm taking it apart. So first things first that we did, this oil pan was dented in and had a crack in it, and so I replaced the oil pan. That was obviously simple, just a couple of bolts. Second thing that we replaced so far, and this was a pain in the ass to get at. I'm going to explain something real quick. If you have a 350Z and you need to replace your motor mounts, you don't have to take this little cross member out. Take that front strut bar up there on your hood. You know what I'm talking about? You have that strut bar that goes across your engine on the 350Z. Take that off, and then use one of these things, and jack the motor up on whatever side you need to get to, and it'll come out without removing this. So obviously my motor mounts are replaced. This is terrible design right here with the damn, how the bolt is surrounded by aluminum right there. It's an awful design. It makes it very hard to get to, but my dad, just being so masterful, he got to it. In order to get to this one, this is the passenger side motor mount. In order to get to the passenger side motor mount, we actually removed the whole timing, the alternator and the whole timing system here, and to get to it. But then if you find a small enough 14mm wrench, you can actually get it in there and work your way around it. So that's what we did. So those are replaced. But anyway, yeah, this is what they look like. These are my old ones. Look at this. This one right here actually wasn't too bad. It was definitely compressed down. The only reason why it was compressed down so much is because this one, as you can see, doesn't have that top piece. You may be asking yourself, well, why? Because it was broken. It was literally broken in two pieces. And so there was no, all the weight was just going straight on the passenger side. And so this one got compressed down because this one was completely broken. So those are replaced now, and that part is fine with it. But yeah, that's definitely part of the reason why this motor was sitting so low too. Because when we put them in, I can now notice that the oil pan right here used to be like below this bar. Now it's all the way up there. So that's definitely good. I don't want my motor to be sitting down all low. But yeah, that could be, and that's why I think that I just have an air pocket in my motor, because the second problem, and the reason why this whole front radiator support bar is off and my bumper and everything, is this is my old radiator support like bracket thing. This is it right here. Look at this. Are you ready? That's literally snapped in half. And so you know how you have these clips that go on the top right here? The clips that go through here? They weren't even on. The radiator was just sitting down on the ground. And I was like, dude, what? What is going on here? And so I think what happened was that motor was sitting low while also the radiator was sitting low. And so it just got an air pocket because it couldn't get the coolant in there. And it was just not in the right place. I was like, what the hell? But anyway, another thing that I'm doing right now, actually, just to once again keep you guys fully updated, another thing I'm doing right now is my headlight brackets right here. They actually look nice now because I painted them. Well, they're not painted, they're primered right now, but they were rusty, really rusty. When we took these off, there was rust all over it. You can still see probably if I come over to this one, you can still kind of see like some of the rust little like blotches in there because it was impossible to get it all off. It was very rusty. And so I just grinded this down, primered this, and now I have to paint this today. That's why I'm down here. I got to paint this, but I also have to, and this is another reason why I'm down here. I also have to, as you can see right here, replace this inner tie rod, which is what I'm doing right now. We got this all set up. I have to just get this little, like a little screwdriver under here and grease this up because it does not want to come off. So I got to get that off. But after that, that should be out. And I just got to get the new one in. That should be done. What else do I have to do? What else? Oh yeah, so I obviously have to put the radiator into the new support bracket that I got, which is right here. I didn't even take the fans off because there's no real need to. And then once I get this in here, I'm just gonna slowly start connecting everything back onto the front of the car, and then that'll be put back in. Obviously, I have to get those headlights done first though, because there's holes that bolt into this on the headlight brackets. So I have to get those done first in order to put those back in, and then I can put the front radiator support in and connect all these wires. That's where all these wires are from. Literally all these wires are like horn wires, windshield washer wires, fan wires, radiator, everything are just from headlights. All that stuff. Those are my headlights right over there actually. See this? Take those out. But yeah, that's all just going to go bolt back in. It shouldn't be too hard. I also still have to put my fenders back on because I took those off to replace the hood brackets, which you can't see right now because the car is up on the lift, and I don't want to lower it. But yeah, my hood brackets broke because of the guy who had it before me drove away without the hood being latched down, so it flew up and broke the hood brackets. So I had to replace those too. So those are replaced already. And then I just got to put the actual new hood back on, level it correctly, and then I got to bolt back in these fenders, and that should be all set. There's nothing else on the actual engine that I can think of that I need to replace. I think it's all good up there that I can think of. I don't know, can't really think of it. Oh, another thing I do want to do but I don't need to do is he has a aftermarket downpipe right here on this side, but for some reason doesn't have one on this side, but he does have it right here. He gave it to me when I bought the car, and so I'm going to put that back on too. What else is there? Oh yeah, this is something I found very weird. The guy didn't have a battery hold down tray, and so I had to buy a new battery hold down tray. There just wasn't one in there. The battery was just sitting on the car. I was like, what the hell? This guy's an idiot, if I'm being honest with you, but whatever, I gotta fix all this. Oh, also another thing that was really cool. I got these motor mounts, right? Those motor mounts, and I got a transmission mount too. For guess how much money, guys? 50 bucks. 50 bucks for both motor mounts and the transmission mount. I was super happy about that. But what else is there? Oh yeah, another thing that was broken was this this here. Is this the old one? I think this is the old one. See, look, this coolant like overflow tank has a hole in it right here, and so I bought a new one of those right here off just like a Junkyard Z off eBay, and I'm just gonna put it back in there. That should be obviously extremely easy. What else is there? Oh, yeah, so I have to put the oil back in, put new coolant in, paint the headlights, drop the car down, put the bracket back in, bolt everything up there, get the hood mounted right, put the fenders on, put the headlights back on, and then, oh, the big thing. I have to pump the air out of the engine. But my dad's gonna do that. He has like an air lift tool that's gonna pull it out of the engine, and he's gonna suck the air right out so that I get my heat and I'm not gonna blow up my engine. So that's it's a big plus having a mechanic dad. I'm gonna tell you that, guys, right now. But yeah, so with that being said, the real reason why I made this video is to keep you guys obviously updated on it, but also to tell you that hopefully this car will be done within the month of May. I think before the end of May, this car should be done, and by June, which is perfect because that's the start of summertime and all the good meets, I think it'll be okay. I think I'll be driving it. I need to get it registered. I need to get the windshield fixed too. That's another thing, I forgot about that. The windshield has a crack in it. I need to get the windshield fixed, get it registered, get like an alignment probably, because I'm literally changing the tie rod right now. So, but after that, she's golden. She's ready to go. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited. This is just a short little video of an update on the Z. Also, I have a big thing coming for the 350Z, and I'll fully explain that in that video, but I can't ruin it right now. So subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on that, because that's coming soon, and I can't wait. It's the first mod to the Z is coming, and I'm just so excited. I cannot wait for this car to be done, and I can just start freaking doing everything I want to do to it. I have so many plans, but no time. So many plans, so little time, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Z will be up by the end of May. I'll be going to car meets by the end of May, and I'll be making content on this car by the end of May. I'm hoping to drift this car, but not fully drift. I don't want it to be like a beater drifter car. I love the 350Z. I think it looks amazing. I really enjoy this car. I don't want to beat it up and have to repair it all the time too, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to repair. And so it will be drifted for sure. Don't get me wrong. It's the main reason why I bought the car, but it won't be like a purpose-built drift car. If that makes any sense. It's gonna be like a street car, but it can slide. That's pretty much what I want to do to it. So one of the first things I want to do to it actually is weld the diff. I have a person who welds, who's really good at welding in my town, who's a friend of mine, so he's gonna come over and weld the diff, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, super excited, guys. Hope you guys are excited. Thank you so much for watching. Das Vidanya, and have a good day.